Valentine's Day is right around the corner. In fact, my husband and I planned a child-free weekend to have a hot date. So I wanted to do a little love spell, but as you can see from the title of this video, the love spell is on myself. Whether you're in a relationship or single, or even if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day at all, you can never go wrong with trying to love yourself more. Plus, there's a full moon on the 16th, so you can always save this ritual till then if that's what suits your practice more. Now, why do I feel like I need a love spell for myself? I did a really good job in 2020 and the first half of 2021 with self-care and self-love, and it's really fallen off in the last 6 months. You can find lots of self-care rituals online, but the way that I'm choosing to go about this today is with a body scrub. A body scrub literally scrubs off the dead skin cells, but it always makes me feel rejuvenated and renewed. And I wanted to show you how I make my own, since store-bought sugar scrubs are very expensive and they're not always the best for the environment. The way I make my body scrub at minimum is with coconut oil and sugar. I typically always have those things in the pantry, and it's super easy to make and fast. I can just whip it up and jump in the shower. But today I'm going to show you some different things that you can use to make it to suit your needs and your spiritual practice. So for example, salt makes a really great scrub. The texture of it is really good, and also salt is the ultimate magical banishing. So anytime we talk about getting rid of negative vibes, salt is always part of that, and this is no exception. So here I have kosher salt. I've used regular table salt before. It's whatever you have available. And then I also have regular table sugar and turbinado sugar. I've had this for a really long time, so honestly I'm just trying to use it up, but it's just different textures. And because you think about spiritually what you're trying to do, but also you're wanting to exfoliate and get rid of dead skin cells. And so the tougher texture of the turbinado sugar will be really good as well. I also have olive oil, which I've been adding more recently because it's liquid at room temperature. It's easier on your plumbing than just straight coconut oil. So let's get started and I'll show you how I mix this up. I've already kind of pre-melted my coconut oil, and you don't want this to be completely melted to where it's clear, because the sugar and or salt will melt and dissolve in it, and then you have just salty oil. So you want the granules of the sugar and salt to stay intact. So I've gotten this to the point where it's malleable but not completely liquid. Now I'm gonna start with some sugar. And I'll go ahead and add some turbinado sugar. If you had brown sugar, you can use that as well. Just keep in mind that brown sugar has more moisture, so it will impact how it turns out, your final product. Now I'm gonna mix that up and see where we're at right now. So we got like a little slurry. Normally I make this in just whatever coffee mug I grab that's easy to hold in the shower, but for this video I just grabbed a clear measuring cup so that you can see what I'm doing. Now I'll go ahead and add my salt. And I think that magic is about intention. So as you're mixing this up, thinking about what you want to get out of this, the things that you want to banish or things that you want to bring to your life. So we got a good slurry. I'm gonna go ahead and add my. olive oil. and coconut oil are really great for your skin. So your skin is gonna feel so soft, and it just always makes me feel like a brand new person whenever I use my body scrub. Okay, so I've added more oil, so I probably need to add a little bit more dry, just a little bit more. Not making a mess all over the table. I don't have measurements for this. It's really going to be about figuring out the ratio and what you think will suit your needs. You can always touch it and feel it and see how rough it feels. If you don't like as rough of a texture, definitely use table sugar and regular salt because it's a finer grain. If you want a coarser scrub, then definitely use kosher salt and a coarser sugar. So here's what we have. I call it a slurry. Now we'll get to the spiritual aspect of this. Most of the time I just use this as is, but because we're talking about self-love and a self-care ritual, I'm gonna add some essential oils. And this is also going to be down to what you have available and the goals that you're trying to achieve. So I personally love rosemary for everything. I just like the scent and it makes me feel rejuvenated. So I brought that to add to mine. The other essential oils I wanted to bring up are peppermint. If you want something really rejuvenating, and I'm probably gonna add a little bit of mint to mine. That's a really good pick. There's ylang ylang, which is helpful with stress and anxiety and uplifts your spirits. And we also have geranium, which helps bring you a sense of calm, so also feeling anxious. So if you're trying to banish anxiety, then you might choose geranium and ylang ylang to make you feel more calm. I also brought patchouli because that one is really good for activating and awakening. So I think for myself today, I'm gonna go with a little bit of rosemary and mint and patchouli. And this probably, it may not smell very good, but those are my intentions. So I'm gonna put a couple drops of rosemary. And also, please do your research and figure out what essential oils are safe for the skin. And keep in mind that you're gonna be scrubbing your skin with this, and so it definitely will be coming in contact with your skin. I'm gonna mix up my rosemary and mint and smell that. You could also do a citrus if you wanted something really lively. Smells really good. And now that we've made our body scrub, I'm going to hop in the shower, and then I think I'll take you along to get ready with me for my hot date with my husband. Don't forget to light your candles to set your intentions. Fun fact, I follow a modified version of the curly girl method or the wavy girl method. So here I am just taking my hair out of the plop and adding some mousse to get some definition in my hair. Diffusing time. And full disclosure, I'm listening to an audiobook to pass the time. So for this look, I'm doing my normal everyday makeup and just adding a little bit more eyeshadow and lipstick. I just wear L'Oreal foundation. I've been wearing it for years. It matches my skin tone really well, and trust me, my face will get less red. I have my trusty CoverGirl concealer. And I believe this is a L'Oreal highlighter, a liquid highlighter. I like how it makes my skin look. Gotta stay hydrated. Now I'm going in with probably the most important thing, which is the Revlon Photo Ready pressed powder. And I just brush my brows up with a toothbrush. And then I use an eyebrow powder to lightly fill in my eyebrows. This is part of the date night makeup look because I do not wear eyeshadow on a daily basis. I have very hooded eyes, so I use a lighter shade to kind of bring forward the deep creases, and then I'll use a darker shade to push back the hood part of my eye to make it look more receded. And then I just go in with a dark brown shadow and press it into my lash line rather than use eyeliner. I don't use eyeliner because if I did, I'd have a line of eyeliner on my eyelid within hours. My lash line would touch the top of my eye. Y'all, I've never filmed myself putting on mascara, and I was dying laughing when I played this back. This looks so ridiculous. Now I'm using a blush, and it's hard to tell if I have enough blush on because my face is already so red, but I will revisit later. Now I'm trying on my lip liner and trying to figure out what the kids these days do to overline just a little bit, and we'll see how it turns out. And here's the finished look. I think it turned out pretty good. Thank you guys for coming along on this Get Ready With Me. And remember, you are worthy and worth taking the time to take care of yourself. And let me know in the comments down below if you tried the self-love spell/ritual of the body scrub. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe. Bye.